Let us do another numerical. This was, of course, asked in JEE Advance in previous years. Very simple. Once you have understood my previous lesson, that is electrostatics 39, where I derived the expression for force on each plate of a capacitor due to a potential difference V here. Now, look at the problem. One plate of a parallel plate capacitor is connected to a spring. This plate N is connected to a spring. The other end of the spring is fixed here. As shown, area of each plate is A. Area of this plate is A. This plate is A. In steady state, the separation between the plates is 0.8 d. The distance between M and N. Steady state means when it is totally charged by this is 0.8 d. When the spring was unstretched, as I have explained you before, when the plates are connected to a voltage source here V, this experiences a force to this side, this experiences a force to this side. That force I had derived in electrostatics 39. So this plate will be pulled to this side with a force. So this spring will be also pulled to this side. When the spring was unstretched, means when there was no force here, means when this was not charged, the distance between the plates was d. And the capacitor was uncharged. When the capacitor was uncharged, the distance between the plates M and N was d. What is the force constant K of the spring? Approximately, right? Now, to understand that this problem, we have to understand the spring first. In simple harmonic motion, we studied this is a spring fixed to this side. If you pull to this side by a distance x, and then leave it, the spring will come back to its original position. Means there will be a restoring force to this side, and that restoring force was given as minus kx. The minus k means opposite to the direction of the pull, means x is to this side, the restoring force is x is to this side, and the restoring force is to this side. So therefore the negative sign, where k is called the force constant or spring constant. Means if you pull this end by a greater amount, if x is more, then this F will also be more. K is a constant depending on the spring. More the value of K, better is the spring. So that is one understanding we need to have to analyze this problem. And we derived in electrostatics 39, force on each plate was F was equal to Q square over 2A epsilon naught, where A is area of each plate and Q was the charge on each plate, right? So let us look at the plate N. To N, the spring is connected. This is your same plate N. N, it is connected to the spring. So this will experience force to this side, as explained in electrostatics 39. F is equal to Q square over 2A epsilon naught. So this spring will be stretched to this side. Now by what amount it is stretched? So the spring will be stretched. So it is stretched by d minus 0.8 d, that is equal to 0.2 d. We have to analyze this first. When the capacitor was not charged, the distance between the plates, was d. After charging, due to the force, now the distance has been reduced to 0.8. Now the distance has been reduced to 0.8 d. So d minus 0.8 d, is the amount by which the spring has been stretched to this side. So the spring has been stretched. So the spring has been stretched to this side by an amount d minus 0.8d, that is equal to 0.2d. So the restoring force is, I am not using the negative sign here because that only indicates some direction, is kx. So k, this is the stretch, so 0.2 kd. Now for equilibrium, the spring has been stretched by this much and the plate remains as such with a force, this much of force to this side. So for the equilibrium to exist, so this force and this must be equal and opposite. The two forces must be an equal and opposite. So q square over 2a epsilon naught is 0.2 kd. So I bring 0.2 and d to this side. So k becomes q square over 2a epsilon naught 0.2d, that is equal to q square over 2 into 0.4 a epsilon naught d. Now very simple. Now what is the distance between the plates? The distance between the plates is now 0.8d. Now the distance between the plates is 0.8d, and we know q is equal to cv. So q is equal to, and c we know, epsilon naught a over d. Now the distance is 0.8d. So for d I should replace 0.8d. So its capacitance is equal to epsilon naught a over the present distance between the plates, that is 0.8d. B is the potential difference. In the diagram, I have written here E. E means not electric field. The maximum value of the potential difference B, that you will study in current electricity. The maximum value is symbolically written as E and is called EMF, electromotive force. That is also a voltage. So for V, I can substitute capital E later on. That is same thing as V. Let us solve it with V. So this becomes epsilon naught a V over 0.8d. So q square is equal to square of this. So epsilon naught square a square v square over 0.64 d square. So as I said, the maximum value of a V in current electricity we will learn is called EMF, and the symbol for that is capital E. So for V square I put capital E, E square. That is same thing as voltage, right? So q square we have found out, and we substitute this value of q square here in this expression to find out k. So k is equal to, in the previous page I discussed, k was equal to q square over 0.4 a epsilon naught d. So for q square substitute this value. So this is your q square. So 1 by, and this thing 1 by 0.4 a epsilon naught d. So 1 epsilon naught cancels and 1 a cancels. So in the numerator I am left with epsilon naught a e square over 0.256 d square into d is equal to dq. This is nothing but 256 over 1000. So 1000 comes to the numerator, 1000 divided by 256, epsilon naught a e square by dq. This is nearly 4. So 4 epsilon naught a e square by dq, because in the question it has asked to find out the approximate value of k,